Okay, so there have been a story that a lot of people still wonder whether it is true or not. Say Mfum the net breaker. Today, generational changes, we are bringing, we have him with us. And today we are going to get all the facts, whether it is true or not, whether it's just a story that was being created, to make Ghanaians to be happy or not. Today we are going to get all this. Okay, as we always say, generational changes will bring you the best. Ours is to inspire you, help you to achieve your vision. God richly bless you so much for always showing the greatest love ever in life. We are so much grateful and will continue to be so much grateful. God continue to bless you. And it's our prayer that God will grant you all your heart's desire so that at the end of everything, you'll be able to stand firm to achieve your vision so that one day you will also sit here with that to inspire the world. Don't forget, my name is still Shabaja Pitalinda, and we kindly ask you to continue subscribing, liking, sharing. Have you watched our videos or do you just comment? Please watch and comment. At the end of everything, we'll all be inspired. As I said earlier, today we are blessed to have with us the man behind the history, the net breaker. Sir Daddy, our mentor, our legend, Daddy Mfum Wilberforce. Wilberforce. Please, you're welcome to Generational Changes Talk Show.
Thank you very much. I'm happy to be with you this afternoon or this morning.
This morning.
This morning.
And we are also blessed to have you. We are so much happy. God to bless you for coming. That is always say Mfum Wilberforce.
Mfum Wilberforce was born at Hwidium.
Okay.
My date of birth is 28 August 1936. I'm almost getting to 90 at 88. And I started all my life in school at Hwidium.
Okay.
And later on, after completing Form 4, I left for Kumasi Commercial School. They call it Business School at Adebi. It's Adebi Commercial School. And I spent almost 1 year at Kumasi and continued the second year at Agonas Wedro, where I was playing football at my leisure time until finally I joined Asante Kotoko. So far, that's how I started my football career, from Hwidium to Kumasi to Agonas Wedro. Agonas Wedro made me so popular in the whole central region. That's all I can say right now. Yeah.
There's from Kenya, see. So you are from my region, and I'm blessed meeting you. Yes, Daddy, was football your passion? When did you realize that you have the skills to play, and was football your passion? A lot of parents will say, "Oh, I want you to be like this man, so go and play football." They will push their children to, go and play. Was football your passion, or you were just pushed into it?
I just pushed into it because football, people who started playing football at that age or at that time, they call them kubolo. Because your family or your mother and father want you to go to school.
Yeah.
So that you'll be able to help them in future. At our time, our mothers even didn't go to school.
Yeah.
So they were helping us to pursue going to school so that in future we can, eat upon the school. If you don't go to school, there'll be no work for you to do.
Yeah.
Unless you get yourself into farming. But everybody wanted to be a clerk, go to school so that you'll be able to express himself or herself. Yeah. So football wasn't that good. But anytime I go out to play football, when I come back, there'll be no food for me to eat.
Oh.
Because anytime they're ready to pound fufu, I go out to play. And when I go, my mother will put a plantain and cocoyam. Then when I come back from football, then I have to pound the fufu in the pot. So football wasn't so keen.
But what did you want to do? What was your passion?
My passion was it was just football. Football was my passion.
Okay.
But parents didn't want us to go out and play because they want us to stay home and help them to do housework.
Okay.
But I was sneaking out to do certain things that my family don't allow me to do. Yeah. But I was able to go through that. Yeah. And I became very successful. Yeah.
And today you are a legend. Yeah. Then you spoke about
legend, no money. no money.
the money will come, they will come. So then you pray for us so that God will take us to a level that, we can come always to bless you with the money.
Oh, okay. But for us, no money, but I'm still alive.
That is the most important
That's the most important thing.
Yes.
If you have a good health, you by all means be successful in getting money.
Yes. That's the most important thing. Then you spoke about Kotoko. So you were, which year did you join Kotoko? And how were you able to join Kotoko?
I started playing when I was in business school at Agura Swedro. Okay. When I was at Agura Swedro, I was playing Swedro All Blacks as a football player. And I was also accepting friendly matches from other regions, like Cape Coast Vipers was in Cape Coast. So when there's a match, if I don't play for Swedro All Blacks, Cape Coast Vipers will come and take me to go and play for them. And then after the match, they will bring me back to school. And they will offer me some money, a little money that will just keep me going at the business school. And after staying in Swedro for about 3-4 years, there was a match between Cape Coast Vipers and Asante Kotoko at Aguna Duakwa, which is close to Aguna Swedro. And I played for Cape Coast Vipers. And because of my experience in football and also loving to play for Asante Kotoko, I played so well that Kotoko were able to come and talk to me so that I'll be able to sneak from Swedro to Kumasi. But when I sat down and see the kind of players they have, if I go to play Kotoko, I will not be able to fit into the first team. That's what I was thinking in my head, that I don't want to go to Kumasi and sit down without playing. But if they will promise me that they will let me be part of the first team, then I will go. So it took a lot of time for me to discuss this particular issue with Asante Kotoko. Okay. And they also confirmed to me that it all depends the kind of goals I'll be scoring for them when I come. Yeah. And I was so glad to hear from the manager. And they knew that I will make the team, because the way I was scoring goals at my young age playing football, I had a hope that I'll be able to fit into the first team. So they spoke to me, and I said, then I should come. And then I have to go and ask permission from Swedro Blacks too, before I'll be able to go to Kumasi. So in a week's time, I was at Agua Swedro when they came with a truck that they want to take my belongings, my personal effects, to Kumasi. And I was so happy that all I need to do is pray to God that in life, what I need most is fitness. And when I left for Kotoko, I became a star. And that same year, after 3 months, I was able to be selected to play for Black Star.
Okay.
That was 1957. Yeah, I'll end here. Then I'll
That is, you've been speaking.
You never get a chance to ask.
It's really getting interesting, you know.
Yeah.
So, Daddy, how are you able to? So, this, you have really answered my this. You have really prompted me on that. So, how are you able to move to the international level? That is the Black Stars.
When I joined Kotoko in April, and Ghana had friendly matches with Nigeria Green Eagles every October. Every year October. Either Black Star Ghana team will go to Nigeria or Nigeria will come to Ghana. And that year, 1957, was a year, that month was somewhere in October. And the friendly match has to be arranged between Ghana Black Star and Nigeria Green Eagles. That was in October. And I had joined Kotoko in April. So it was short distance that Ohinjan was the GFA chairman.
Okay.
And when I left Swedro to Kotoko, Ohinjan said, now that I have to prove myself to him that within these 3 months, they will be playing football match against Nigeria. And if I continue playing like the way I've been playing for Kotoko, I'll be selected. So in September, they announced a team that's representing Ghana to play Nigeria Green Eagles at Onikan Stadium. And when they called the players were 18. I was part of the team. And during the training at Accra Sports Stadium, I was selected to be part of the 11 players who will start the team. So we camp at the stadium. It's not like today that you send players to hotel, first class hotel. No, we were camped at the Accra Sports Stadium. And see, as a footballer, you have to respect your coaches and the managers.
Yeah.
Wherever they ask you to sit, sleep, you go by what they ask you to do. Not like today, they will come back and say, no, we went first class hotel, and they will put them in the first class. So we camped at the Accra Sports Stadium. When you climb the steps on your right-hand side, dormitory is there, a student bed, one top, one down. And we were in camp for almost about 2 months. And I was part of the first team that went to Nigeria. And the score was 2-1. I scored a winning goal for Ghana.
So, Daddy, this. So, what is the reason, the history behind Mfum the net breaker? Is it true? Is it just a story being created? We want to hear that from you today.
It is true. It is true.
It is true.
It was AFCON
Okay.
that was played in Ghana here.
Okay.
And we played a series of games, and we were lucky to come to the final with Tunisia at the Accra Sports Stadium. Osagifo was there, and all the sports enthusiasm. And we were camped at the Accra Sports Stadium for a week. And we played a series of try matches. And the match between Tunisia was the deciding factor. Whoever wins the match will be crowned as the winner of AFCON. And God, thanks to God that the goal that I scored was the one that Ghana won the AFCON 1963. It is true that even it took the referee and the linesman almost about 3 minutes for them to say that that shot was a goal and it went through the net. They were saying that it went to the edge of the corner of goalpost. If that ball were to go into the net from outside, you could have seen that the net from outside would have torn. But rather, it penetrates through. So the linesman said it's a goal, and the referee also confirmed. By that time, they didn't have video cameras and all. Those 1963 was natural thing. So they whistled for goal. After that match, my name Wilberforce Mfum was gone. The only name you hear when I'm driving my car is net breaker, net breaker, net breaker. So it became my name in Ghana.
So now you heard it from the man himself. It's true. So if you have been if still you still wonder whether it's true or not, it is true. Generational changes, we have revealed the secret. It is true. And Daddy, you were like a gentleman. No, looking at your old pictures, you were really a giant even till now.
I was a strong guy, very strong, very strong. And training, I don't take my training. Everything I do within my life, I'm very serious to it. And with anytime I'm going out, I pray to God that let me have a strength. The way my mother and father brought me up, respect to everybody, my coaches, the officials, even my playmates, very quiet. But when I get to the field, you see this Mfum is dangerous.
And he's the Mfum the net breaker. Mfum, and your goal was the first goal in the AFCON. Oh,
The AFCON was the final match.
The final match
to decide who becomes the cup winner.
Wow. You just the net breaker.
Sure.
Then we are with the man himself. So it is true. Really, really true. So Daddy, what apart from breaking the net, what other thing made you unique in terms of football?
Like I said, training and respect to my fellow players and club officials. See, to be a good footballer, you have to train, go to training every day that they ask you to. Yeah. And then when you go home, like early in the morning, I jog. Okay. I jog. Then when I was able to walk, when I came over here, I used to get up early in the morning, walk straight to the air to the traffic light over there, and come back. So you need to be disciplined. Yeah. Disciplined if you are a sportsman. I don't drink, no smoking, no other,
Yeah. You heard the legend in football himself. Please, training. Keep on training. Even if people don't approach you, keep on training. No smoking, no womanizing. I've said the word. Daddy didn't want to use the word, but I've actually used the word for him. No womanizing, no smoking, no drinking. Daddy, I've used the word for you.
Womanizing, I'll keep to one lady. Okay. That was my wife.
Your wife.
We've been together for almost about 60 years, and he passed away 2016.
Oh. May soul rest in perfect
Thank you very
peace.
much. Because I was with her when I was in the U.S. When I left Ghana to U.S., after putting my signature on the contract, it took the club officials 1 week for them to bring my wife from Ghana to U.S. But I told him that if my wife doesn't come, I'll go back to Ghana. my 3 games that I played, I scored almost 6 goals
In 3 games.
in 3 games. So immediately I told him that I need my wife to be with me in Baltimore. Within a week's time, my wife.
There's prevention is better than. Okay. So if you are playing and you know that you can't wait, you can't stay without your wife or without a partner, please. It's better you get married. And wherever you find yourself, you let your partner be part of you to avoid all this.
That was my main aim in football. Anytime you are going to play national match, Onyejan will take my wife from Kumasi by plane and come to Accra Sports Stadium to sit at a place where I can always look at her. And Kotoko too.
Oh.
Anytime you are playing Kotoko at Kumasi, my wife will be at the stadium. Even when we first got married, it was Ohinijan who fetched my wife a job at the commercial bank.
Okay. Wow.
So football has done a lot for me.
Wow. Today.
I was the only player at that time who has a car.
Wow.
And my car was Volkswagen. I was the only player at that time who has a car. The second person who had the car was C.K. Jenfi when he became a national coach for Ghana. And then we were the only 2 players.
That's
Football has done a lot for me.
extremely good. So, Daddy, we have a lot of players, okay? A lot of players, upcoming players, okay? And they are waiting for the opportunity to also get like into the national or the local field. And those who are also in the national, you have actually come out of it. Let me ask this question before we move to this. Why is it that most of the players are not able to stay up there when they get to up there? By the time you realize they have come down. What helped you to stay up there? You went to the national, international. What helped you to maintain that level?
Like I said before, that my concentration all the time was discipline. I was going discipline myself, and the training was also part of it.
Yeah.
So you see a lot of footballers play, and they don't have a better place to live. That's also part that worries any person. If you don't have a good place where you can relax your head, and also if you are not paying you good money, when you don't have money, you can't eat good food.
Yeah.
And in order for you to perform well, eat, and when you go to bed, sleep, get up early in the morning and train. But footballers, most of them will find themselves into this situation that they don't pay them good money. I'm not talking about people who come from Europe.
Yeah.
I'm talking about the local players. They are not paying them good money for them to be fit to play. They don't go to bed to relax. There's a lot of things that they do they shouldn't have done. But there's nobody to advise them. But when you are outside Ghana, as a sportsman, they tell you what time you should go to bed, the kind of food, attend hospital. There's a lot of things to check upon yourself. But Ghana here, the only thing they know is eat, go to training, come back home. You need to check yourself every now and then. That's the reason why you see them today, they up. And then in a couple of years, 2, 3, 4 years, you see them dropping their.
So, Daddy, it's a lesson to all of us. It's a lesson. And we want to please the leaders. Please pay whatever thing that you have to do to help our youth. In the football, please help them in every aspect of life. It shouldn't be like go and play and score. We have to see them. And as he said, training, training, and also stay away from all the things that he mentioned earlier, please. So that we know that in life, in everything we went through, you go through challenges. Now, in football, what were some of the challenges you went through, and how were you able to turn these challenges into opportunities to inspire others?
During my time, the challenging I was facing was how I can move to a better team like Kotoko. At that time, Cornerstones, Accra House of Rock. If you are able to be with such a team, accommodation will never be a problem. But when you don't get access to such big teams, you can't survive, because the money that they will give it to you, it will never help you to survive. But if you belong to these big teams, they pay you good money, and if you have money, you have life.
Yeah.
That's all I can say.
Wow. If you don't have money, you have life. That's one important thing. And Daddy, we have a lot of parents. Just as I said earlier, they will push their children, go and play football. I want you to become like, let me use you for example. Say Mfum, you to go and break the net, and what? Become a legend. Some even go to the extent of, they will push their children. If their children say, okay, I want to be a teacher, they say no, go and play football. Is it good for parents and other parents to also prevent their children who have passion for football? Is it good for parents to do that?
No. What I would say, no, because I'll take myself example.
Okay.
That I thank God that my parents asked me to go to school, and I listened to them. Our time, we do have players who never went to school, and their life ended so bad that when you see them now, you'll be surprised to see them walking, and they don't look healthy.
Yeah.
First, I told my children that first, education,
Yeah.
second, sports. Because our time, we weren't paid good money.
Yeah.
But only I forced myself not to stay. If I were to stay in Ghana here, I would have been dead by now.
Yeah.
I was so lucky that I had a chance. And because of the education, the little education I had, after playing 6 months in Baltimore base, I decided that I'm going to come to Ghana. And I was so lucky that I met our president, and he asked me, "Did you go to school?" I said, "Oh yeah, but not secondary education, but I can express myself, because with the 2 years that I spent in commercial school, I was taking shorthand and typing. I can type. Oh, I was a very good shorthand typist.
Wow, I really find it
So
difficult.
when I told my president, I said, "Oh, then I will refer you to go to interview at the bank." When I went, shorthand typing, after completing almost about an hour, taking shorthand, and then type the kind of words I took in the shorthand and send it to the secretariat. I was employed. And I worked until I became bank manager at the Bank of New York.
Okay.
That bank, I had spent almost about 25 years there. And Wachi Ejaku, energy minister.
Okay.
He has completed Legon. He came over there. Within 6 months, he became assistant vice president. But with my education, I am so happy. I worked so hard and rise up to a bank manager. So that's why I'm living on. I'm living on that salary now. So anytime I talk about hard work I did in US, I say, God bless America.
I was going to ask you that question. Because just recently you made a statement that anytime you finish eating, you say, God bless America. Why don't you say God should bless Ghana? Because you're from Ghana, you know.
I'm in Ghana. I'm a citizen.
Okay.
US citizen.
Okay.
What I'm getting, if I were not able to go to school or play football through Kotoko to rise up to that standard as a bank manager at Bank of New York, the money that I get right now in Ghana here, I'm almost the same as MP.
Wow.
So anytime I finish eating, I say, oh, God bless America. Because all my footballers, 28 of them, they're all dead. It's only 4 left. Myself, Kofi Pare, Dodo Ankara,
Okay.
John Nawu.
Okay.
4.
Okay.
Just after that, Ose Kofi came to Kotoko later. So when I call the real Black Star players, we are the 4 left now. It's all because what I'm getting my salary from US. I would have been dead by now. When you see some of my players like Dogomo just died about 4 or 5 months ago.
Oh.
Salisu died about 15 years ago. He needed 2 cedis to go and buy medication. Nobody was able to help him. 2 cedis. Salisu died. He was a national figure. Mohammed Salisu. You heard, you are a sports writer, so you should know. There was a lot of footballers who didn't go to school in Ghana here. They are just like footballers. So when they stop football, that's it. Yeah. But in my case, I knew after playing professional for almost 6 months, and then also 4 years, I said, when I go to Ghana, what am I going to do? I sat down with my wife and decided that I was able to join the bank. And my wife too came and worked for the same bank because she was also hired.
Yeah.
And I was in New York alone for 40 years. So anytime I finish eating, my sister, I say, God bless.
God bless
America.
I know that one day Ghana will also get to that level.
Oh, yeah, I hope so.
Yes, we are getting there.
But
You are getting there, so that when you say God bless America, Ghana too will be part.
My sister. There are a lot of things going on here. There are a lot of things going on in Ghana here. When these people have to be punished, and you don't see them going through
The punishments.
in the US, you can't just go and get double pay from your job. Look at the MPs.
Yeah.
Double pay. And because they are involved, nothing. They close a lot of things. Somebody looked like Chebi MP. He was in 2nd floor. They put ladder, went and killed him. As of now, they haven't traced. In the US, they will catch the person right away. And what they have to do, if they have to kill him, they will kill him too. But there's a lot of things going on here. When I'm in my room, sometimes I don't go out. It never used to be like that, Ghana. Our days, it never used to be. You can sleep and leave your door open. Let's talk football.
Daddy,
Yes, my dear.
we have the. What advice do you have for the national team, our national team, they are so important to us. What advice do you have for
Very
them?
important to
Very,
us.
very important.
Very.
The women too are really doing well. The Black Queens, just recently they scored 7-0 and we are really loving them. What advice do you have for the national males, that's the Black Stars and the Black Queens?
See, if we continue on feeding players from abroad, there will be a time you can never get 11 players to play for Black Star. We need to be so interested in the local players. I've been talking to the president of football that let us encourage the locals. You can call, say, 20 people from the foreign clubs to come and play for Ghana. But also let us field the local players, about 6 or 10, to mix with them, to learn from them.
Yeah.
But they are not listening. You see, when they leave, say, Man U or Arsenal or Man City or Real Madrid, let's say if we have players playing for those teams, if they come here, they are not going to put their strength, the whole strength, to play for Ghana, because his leg is a gold.
Yeah.
Money. So when he's playing, he sit down and think, say, I have to cover myself so that I don't get hurt. But if it were when you were playing for Brazil, you were local players. So
Yeah.
all of us were local players. You were able to die for Ghana. You were able to tour the whole African countries. When we came back to Ghana, Osajifo sent us again to the whole Europe. We were able to go to Germany, Holland, Czechoslovakia, Soviet Union, all the European countries. We were able to tour 1961. We were able to go everywhere and play them, and we matched them. But if you continue fielding all the starts from all the players coming from Europe, there will be a time when you call them, their clubs will never permit them to come. And where are you going to get players to substitute them? I've been talking to the president for Ghana Football Association that you can call your foreign players, but include some of the local players to have experience. But they don't listen. So the only advice you will give them is, hey, let us keep playing. And when you give them the money, you give them in dollars. Clubs, local clubs here, they can't even get money to boost their clubs. When they were going to World Cup, $100,000 each player and officials. Why don't you give them $10,000, the rest of $90,000? Give it to the clubs, all the clubs in Ghana, to improve their clubs. Does it make sense to give all the $100,000 to each player?
Wow. Well,
You have a lot to do.
you have a lot.
We have a lot to do.
A lot.
But when you give them advice, they won't take it, because these officials are getting some of this money. All the club officials were giving, each player who went to World Cup were given $100,000. And Ghana is the highest paid players when they go to Europe. I think you people should know. The highest paid incentives to our footballers is Ghana.
No.
So
We have a lot, and we pray that God will help us
the
to.
standard of play for Black Star now is below the average. Very low.
So, Daddy, what we have a lot of the local ones, and we have some that they have not even gotten the opportunity to join, maybe Kotoko, the local team. We have let me say, the upcoming ones also. What advice do you have for these players, please? What advice do you have for them?
Not, there's no way I can advise the players. The coaches are the one who is causing all these problems because, like me, I was a footballer before.
Okay.
When I see my friend here, it's a good footballer, and I'm trying to send him to Kotoko, House of Folk, or any other teams. They want me to offer them some money. Will this help Ghana?
No.
So we don't know what to do. We don't know what to do. We don't know what to do because I'm bringing you a good player to help you to bring your team up to a standard, and you expect me to give you money. Where am I going to get the money? Accept the boy, and the boy will help you to raise your club, and also the coach. These are the worst things these coaches are doing. I've been trying to give one player to Kotoko, and I called the coach. He's not picking up. But I was part of the ex-footballers who worked with Utumfo at the time you were visiting Adakojachi. I was part of Utumfo, and Utumfo said, please, you old footballers, help the coaches and the management so that if you have a good player, just send him to me to see what he can do to help the team. We are supporting Kotoko. We are not supporting the individuals. Kotoko is my team. It's my heart. Anytime they lose, my sister, I can't even eat. When my team loses and House of Folk wins, it's a problem.
It's a problem.
So we are trying to help, but they are not giving us a chance to do.
Yeah.
So there's nothing I could do. All we need to do, yes.
Please, football, we have a lot of footballers out there. They are very good. Try
Very,
them.
very good.
Very, extremely good. Please try them. Try them. Okay? It shouldn't be like family team.
How are
No.
you going to get the player into a team? You have to pass through the coach and the manager. But these are the people who are expecting, I would say, bribe something from you. I have 3 good footballers who are really good, but they don't want to. They need money.
Please, even my church, we have a lot of footballers. Adenta village, we have a lot of footballers there. Adenta, to be precise, we have a lot of footballers there. So please, we want these people. We are all one people, one country. So it shouldn't be like, pay something. Please, we don't have something to pay. So that's why we have to all come together to raise that something. Please.
Have you ever tried to give, say you are a sports writer, have you ever tried to give, recommend a player to a team?
No.
Try and see what will come out from that.
Okay, please.
That's the time they're going to ask you, bring some money.
Wow.
Yeah, it's not easy.
It's not easy. And the thing is, generation changes, our vision is to help people. So please, generation changes, we will bring the players so that you will do it. You will help them. Daddy, thank you so much. God richly bless you. God richly bless you. We are so much blessed having you in our midst. And we have a surprise for you. We know you are old, but you can still read. Or someone will still read it for you. You know that you have been through a lot. Yes. Just like how you are talking, you are really it really hurts, when you want to inspire others, you want to help others, and others are not giving you the way to help others. Let it go. It's a book written by prophetess Precious Amai Jikun. Yes. Prophetess Precious Amejikum. It's about letting it go. No matter whatever is it, let it go. We know that you still have things in you. You know, people have hurt you, but let it go. So it is on this generational changes from our heart. We want to give you this book so that at any time you will just look at it and say, okay, let me just let it go. You read it, someone will read it for you. Say, let it go. Your children will also come and read it. Then they will be able to let it go. Daddy, we are blessed having you. We are really blessed having you. We know that you have a lot to pour out.
My family, I accept this book. I know it's going to encourage me to hear what's inside. I'll give it to one of my kids to read it, and then explain to me what the contents of it. I'm so proud of you.
We are also proud of you, Daddy.
Yeah, I thank you very much.
Thank you too, Daddy. Thank you. So, God richly bless you. You can also grab a copy. You can also grab a copy of the book, and we'll be so much. Contact me. And on this note, we want to thank all our sponsors, Soto Rep. We love you so much. God richly bless you. From the bottom of my heart, I say I love you so much. God richly bless you. You can contact Soto Rep Design for all your beautiful flyers, videos, editings, anything concerning designs. They are there for you. God richly bless you. All our audience, we love you so much. Daddy, we love you so much. God bless everybody. Next time, we'll bring you a very great segment. Stay tuned. Don't forget to subscribe, like, watch the videos, watch them, and you'll be inspired. We love you so much. God be with you. Thank you.